Now, Florida Democratic Party Chair Nikki Fried, welcome to you. Appreciate your time this morning. So, six-figure ad. This is a boulder that you all are pushing up the hill in Florida that has gone red the last two election cycles. Are you optimistic this is the year?
First of all, thank you for having me on today. And yes, we are extremely optimistic because our state has been the lab rats at Project 2025 for the last 6 years. The extremism, the polarization and divisiveness, 6-week abortion ban, attacking of our immigrants all throughout the state. And the state of Florida is built on immigrants. No matter who you are, no matter where you came from, it is the fabric of our state. And so we feel that because of the extremism, because of these policies and issues that are important to the people on our ground, that we're going to have an opportunity to not only energize the Democratic base. We are seeing independents in our state going for Democrats in 60 to 70% thresholds, and a whole lot of Republicans who are just tired of the extremism and they want their party back and are putting country over party this year. That is a winning equation every day and twice on Sunday for Democrats to pull out a win this year.
Kamala Harris has spent a lot of time in Pennsylvania. I think she's making her 6th trip to Wisconsin this week. Why should she come to Florida?
Because we've been doing the groundwork. We have right now in the state of Florida 155,000 volunteers that are knocking on doors, making phone calls, writing postcards. And we are seeing the energy no matter where we go, all the way to Escambia County, which is the furthest part of our panhandle, all the way down to Key West. People are ready for this moment. They're ready for this moment to put the chapter of Donald Trump and MAGA extremism behind us and find a new way forward. And so we feel the energy everywhere we go. And we do believe that Florida is extremely in play, like I said, because of the issues that are on the ground. And you're just seeing about the Haitian community. We've got 300,000 Haitians that are voters here and are part of the fabric of the state of Florida, including my first cousin, who is Haitian. So this is personal to so many of us that are seeing this president so disrespectful, dangerous rhetoric, whether it is the lies about FEMA, while so many people in the state of Florida were going through not just one, not just two, but 3 hurricanes in the last 2.5 months. We have an individual who's trying to run for president who is spreading lies, misinformation, and demonizing those individuals who have been the fabric of our country. All of us have backgrounds of immigrants. My great-grandparents came here from Poland and Russia and didn't speak English. That is what we are in America. And the fact that this president candidate does not understand who we are as Americans, he should be nowhere close to that Oval Office. He is dangerous for democracy. He is dangerous to be on the world stage.
You all also have an important Senate race. Senator Rick Scott going up against former U.S. Representative Debbie Marcusio-Powell. Where does this race stand in the polls, and what are you seeing on the ground from Florida voters on this tight one, especially when the balance of power in Washington waves in the wings?
Yeah, this election for the U.S. Senate race is so essential. We have known that Rick Scott's favorabilities in the state of Florida are 35%. He had the largest Medicare fraud in the history of the United States, giving him a $300 million golden parachute to then use to be for his first governor's race, second governor's race, and U.S. Senate race. He has bought his way into government here in the state of Florida. He is bad on Social Security. He wants to eliminate Social Security, wants to eliminate Medicaid, and obviously we know what he did with Medicare. He is bad on reproductive health care, would go to Washington, D.C. and eliminate access to health care for women across the entire country, bad on the environment. And so this is an important election for not just the state of Florida, but across the entire country. We know that Rick Scott wants to run for leader after Mitch McConnell. He has been too extreme for the state of Florida. This race is statistically tied. Debbie Marcusio-Powell is making inroads in not only traditionally red areas, Hispanic communities. So we should say, watch out for this race. It is statistically tied, and the reality is nobody likes Rick Scott. We have known that in the Democratic Party for a very long time, but it's nice to see the rest of the state of Florida starting to wake up. That Rick Scott is too extreme for the people of this state.
Yeah, statistically tied, I would call into question. Some of our recent polls show he has 70% to her 30% right now. So the work cut out for you, but an important race. I agree with you there. Nikki Fried, thank you so much for your time this morning. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.